What's up, Aries? How are you guys doing, family? I hope everyone is well and in great moods and great spirits today. Thank you so much to those of you who are new here. I genuinely appreciate you tuning in. If I meet with you, don't forget to like the video, share it for somebody else who might need this message, and subscribe. Okay. Anything you contribute is greatly appreciated, and especially to those of you who are returning. I also genuinely appreciate your continued love and all the support. Okay. This is going to be a message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And y'all already know, okay? Switch the roles if you need to. Assign yourself where you see fit. Don't force anything to fit your experience, your timeline, your gender. Okay? All of that is fluid, especially in tarot. So first we're going to start with a quick third eye meditation using this sound bowl. Okay? So close your eyes. Well, first turn down your volume. Okay, if you have headphones, especially turn down your volume, or take out your headphones and just use the volume on whatever you're watching, whatever device you're watching this reading on. Okay, because this can get a little bit loud. It plays to the purity of the energy. Okay, so the more pure the energy, the louder and quicker the bowl will play. Okay, so close your eyes and focus your energy on your third eye, not between your eyebrows, but the midway point between the front and back of your brain. Okay, and just start to take some deep breaths. Breathe life into your third eye, and exhaling any confusion, blockages, and things of that nature. Okay. Repeat after me. I trust my inner vision. My intuition is clear and awake. I see truth beyond illusion. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, and we're going to begin. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for you, what you need to know, how you should be moving in these spiritual streets. Okay, Aries. What does Aries need to know for his or her highest good? Hey girly, welcome. Thank you so much for joining and for commenting. This is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Magic in your hands, natural talents, creativity, energy work, healing, palmistry. Infuse your energy into your work, magic, touch, and control. So right off the bat, I'm getting somebody could practice Reiki. You could be very dexterous. You're good with your hands. But like the card says, I feel like there's something here. Yeah, hands tied. Maybe you're procrastinating on something it is that you have and want to create, an idea that you have. I'm getting somebody who could be very artistic. I just heard like crocheting, sewing, and making clothes as well. Maybe somebody here is into palmistry. But there's definitely something that you need to be doing or creating. Okay, so we have unhealthy relationship in the reverse, harmful and destructive, abuse, violating boundaries. So you could be healing from a unhealthy relationship, and putting your energy into your craft could be a way for you to alchemize the energy. you know, like turning your pain into your purpose. This could be something that you're clearing out the residual effects of, impact of, whatever. I just heard somebody could do hair as well. So we have aura, always shining, radiant energy, authenticity, healthy on all levels, inner peace, magnetic and attractive, mind, body, and spirit. So I do feel like you're healing. You're healing from something. I feel like you're getting your groove back, your shine, you know, your light back. You could be glowing right now, energetically and physically, like your skin could be glowing. You could be feeling very radiant and energized. You could be focusing on your health as well, mentally and physically. Some of you guys could want to work out, exercise. What else for Aries? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Communication, connect, pick up, hang up, call back. Somebody trying to spin the block? Swiftness, a solution on its way, unstoppable force, inspired action, set in motion, moving quickly. I don't know why I'm getting like this could be somebody who wants to work with you, but I'm getting more so like a brand deal. This gives like networking in a sense. I feel like whatever it is that you want to create or are creating, you could have a lot of people that want to work with you or collaborate with you. This could be networking. And throat chakra, truth, communication. This does feel like communication coming in from somewhere, but it doesn't feel like a person. It feels like in terms of your craft. What else? Well, we'll see. I'm hearing that song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. Written in the stars, destiny meant to be predestined in astrology. Some of you guys are meant to be a star. That's really what I'm getting from this. What else for written in the stars? Yeah, signed, sealed, delivered, in effect, finalized, official. There's somebody that wants to work with you, Aries. You know, I'm also getting like, if you have a business or a brand that you've established on your own, there could be a company that might want you to commercialize. I don't feel like you should do it, but there's definitely a deal coming in here. I don't know if deal is the right word, but y'all get what I'm saying. A contract of some sort to work with somebody. I'm hearing a record label and some more. Yeah, look, wealthy, riches, financial security. It came out in the reverse. But if you're having issues with maybe your finances, I feel like there's a solution on the way. What's a healthy relationship in the reverse? It feels like you're leaving behind a unhealthy relationship and your life is about to go up. Like your money, your finances, your appearance. I feel like somebody's getting ready to go through a major change in life. Hands tied, limits, restrictions, control, helpless. Yeah, something was holding you back, keeping you stagnant. Maybe you felt like you were stuck between a rock and a hard place. You could have history with this person, or maybe y'all have financial ties. Yeah, deal with it in the reverse. Wow. Diabolical favors, consequences of choices, temptations, soul binding contract, and domination. So you're definitely, this feels like a soul tie that's being severed here with somebody who you were in a very unhealthy relationship. This person could have been controlling, bossy, real arrogant. What's magic in your hands? I feel like the solution. There could be something that you're naturally talented at. There could be something that you're really creative in, and you're needing to tap into this energy, tap into creativity. Work your magic is what I just heard. Unshaken in the presence of chaos in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like this is a way for you to ground your energy, alchemize some energy. And it's going to pay off. Yeah, sacral chakra in the reverse. Spirit is wanting you to tap into your creative energy. Fire is naturally creativity anyway. You know, so let's see what this is. This could be a phone call. Okay. Where somebody calls you over the phone to discuss a business deal or a solution. For some of you, this could just simply be a job offer. Okay. But I feel like it's one where you'll be able to express yourself creatively. Ideas will be, you know, admired and appreciated. Can you read my question and can you use magical cards for me, please? What's your question? Oh, never mind. I see it. I'll ask my pendulum. I'll ask my pendulum and see. Give me 1 second. I said no. But you know, this is current energy. It could change, but my pendulum says no. Okay, so I feel like this swiftness card is really giving me 8 of Wands energy, where there's going to be a swift change here. Yeah, and something is destined. It says it's written in the stars. Let's see. What does Aries need to know about this? But yeah, I feel like there is a very toxic relationship here that's ending and doors are getting ready to open up for you. I feel like these are opportunities that are within your path that are meant for you. They have your name on it with signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay, I feel like this death card in reverse, maybe you were fighting change, fearing change. Okay, the death card is also the heart chakra, so there could be some things that you need to release from your heart space. And this could be what's keeping you stagnant if you are with the hangman here. Excuse me. Because the heart chakra has its own electromagnetic field and it can create stagnancy in other areas of your life if it's blocked. Okay, but there's definitely something here that needs to come to an end. And I feel like a way for you to alchemize this energy is to tap into your creativity. Yeah, the hangman, the Pisces. If you are somebody who's naturally like intuitive or spiritual, you could feel like there's been a blockage on your third eye. Okay, but I like I keep saying, I feel like you're needing to tap into your creativity to alchemize this energy. What else? We have the Judgment card in the reverse. Yeah, this is like there's somebody here, maybe they put you through a lot of bullshit or something like that, and there's like a lack of forgiveness. You're still holding on to something that they did to you is what this feels like. What else? Deal with the devil is crazy, so I feel like they did a lot. They did the most. They did too much. 3 of Cups here. Yeah, this feels like celebrations. There's going to be something that you'll be celebrating in the near future. I feel like this 3 of Cups is you giving people something to talk about. Because maybe with this hangman energy, you've been spending a lot of time alone in isolation. The hangman can often talk about searching for inspiration or clarity or just like understanding. But a lot of times people won't move out of this energy until they find the answers that they need from within. Okay, so this could be you trying to figure out, like, maybe why something went the way it went, or why a person behaved the way that they did, or whatever the case may be. I feel like it's time for you to release that, and let it go. What's the death card reverse? Scorpio energy, so it's time to do some cleaning. Yeah, Queen of Swords. This could be you. Maybe you're feeling a bit closed off, or you're feeling, yeah, the Justice card in reverse, the Magician in reverse. Somebody did you wrong. King of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Y'all could be even going through a divorce where y'all had a business together and there's a need for you two to distribute or dissolve a business, or, like, sort out the assets between the two of y'all. Okay, but the Queen of Swords is kind of like cold, aloof. She's not really friendly, or, she operates more of her mental cerebral energy, not the heart space. So there's something you're holding on to. And I feel like it's this relationship. And a way for you to release this energy, you already know. What's the death card in reverse? Give me more on that. The Empress in the reverse. For some of you, you could be mad that somebody left you with a lot of responsibility, or something to do with children to where you're having to take care of them by yourself, or run an empire by yourself, because the Empress does run an empire. Or maybe you just feel like you don't have time for yourself, for self-care, or Taurus Libra energy. Somebody could have Libra somewhere in their chart, or the Libra principles are coming up about, fairness, truth, integrity, honesty, balance, like, to where you felt like you were done wrong. What else for this Empress reverse? And the Empress is naturally very abundant. So if you're lacking abundance, it's going to come from your creativity, your natural talents. Okay, that is where the true abundance lies. That is the Creator's gift to us. The things that we are naturally talented at. And our gift to God, the Creator, is what we do with them, how we use them. Okay. The High Priest in the reverse. Yeah, there could definitely be something going on here, but this could just be a divorce. And then we have the High Priestess in the reverse, two counterparts. Four of Swords is healing and restoration. Yeah, I feel like you're healing from somebody who you may have thought was your divine counterpart, and it turns out that they weren't. I just heard somebody could have left you high and dry with some responsibilities that y'all were both supposed to share. That's what the Empress reverse. You could also have outdated morals and belief systems. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's in terms of work or career. Queen of Wands, yeah, here you are. I'm kind of channeling somebody here who is, like, really not meant to work a 9 to 5. Like, your creative energy is suppressed. You need to be in the divine flow, not the earthly flow, if you know what I mean. Rhythm. Because the Empress in the reverse, that is kind of that energy, not honoring the authority of your spirit, or not being governed by your spiritual internal laws. That's why she wears a crown. And I believe the crown is 7, or is it 12? Yeah, it's 12 stars. So there could be something going on with your finances right now. For some of you, this is a need for you to start your journey to entrepreneurship. Even if you're a man, I know there's a lot of feminine energy over here, but if the feminine energy is suppressed, it can be hard for you to manifest any type of abundance. Okay, because you need both energies balanced in order for things to flow. And the feminine energy, the negative aspect or the unconscious, is like how we use that energy to attract, to pull things towards us. I feel like there is some outdated paradigms and belief systems you may be operating within. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, but for some of you, you could be in this energy of there's like somebody you're waiting for somebody to take care of you or to save you or rescue you when you need to be your own hero. What else for this Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Oh. Three of Wands reverse. Yeah, this is Aries. Aries sun. Five of Wands. I feel like what you don't see coming here is a big change. Five is a number of change. There's something here that you're fighting. I feel like the universe is about to speed it up. I'm surprised the Tower ain't out here. But I feel like this is a fear of the unknown with the Three of Wands in the reverse. You lacking optimism about the future and what's going to happen after whatever this is ending. Maybe for some of you with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you could fear being single or being alone or not having a partner, or maybe just meeting another false counterpart with this High Priest in the reverse. Like you don't want to waste your time again, because Three of Wands also talks about having patience. There could be a lack of patience. It's like you want something to happen yesterday, but there's something that you're holding on to that needs to be released, and this is why things might be moving slow, or why you might be feeling a lack of optimism. What's this Queen of Swords? I feel like there could be a need for somebody to be truthful with themselves. Yeah, look, the Emperor. That's crazy. Seven of Swords reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody that you're cutting off. This Emperor, Aries energy. Or this could be you needing to tap into your masculine energy. This talks about confidence, being grounded, okay, having a sense of direction, discipline, and structure. This is what you could need more of in your daily routine and regimen. What's the Emperor? But this does feel like somebody that you might be, yeah, the Justice card in the reverse. Libra energy. Doesn't have to be. Let this come out for Pisces yesterday. Maybe go watch Pisces reading. Yeah, I feel like there was something imbalanced with you and this person. Maybe they were older than you, but they lacked the maturity, because the Queen of Swords does have a lot of wisdom and experience. This connection with this person was imbalanced. You could have been married to this person. Well, why is the Justice in the reverse here? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know if this person was lazy or if the effort was just unequal. Yeah, something was unbalanced. Aries, Venus, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse, Ace of Wands reverse. That's crazy. It's like whoever this is didn't hold up their end of the bargain, or they didn't put any effort. This could even be somebody who you have to co-parent with, where you feel like they have outdated morals and belief systems in terms of how you two want to raise your children. It feels like if you have kids with this person, it could be hard to get on the same page as them. Like, or y'all didn't share the same common goals, interests, and desires in life, and it created an imbalance, a lack of harmony, disharmony in the connection. I feel like this person didn't treat you how you wanted to be treated either, with Justice in the reverse. They did you wrong. I feel like you had yourself in a place where you were overgiving, overextending yourself, overcompensating for what this person couldn't bring to the table with this Three of Pentacles. That's a partnership, it's a team effort. And Capricorn energy is often about character and integrity. With the Justice card in the reverse, something was off with that too. So what's the Three of Wands? I feel like somebody here could be having a hard time moving forward from this. Yeah, Six of Cups, nostalgia. You could miss how it was in the beginning. Yeah, here's this King of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Cups in reverse. Somebody was emotionally blocked, manipulative, maybe even. Maybe they shapeshifted a lot. But the Six of Cups here talks about the past and nostalgia. You missing somebody. Yeah, the Fool. I feel like you're afraid to like fully detach and leave this behind. I feel like you still carry a torch for this person. There's still hope. And this is where you're stuck. So what's the Hangman? Ace of Wands reverse, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is called, I can't even talk. This is what's creating the creative blockage with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I feel like a lot of your energy right now is directed in the wrong place. And it could be anger towards this person or disappointment towards this person with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is like a lack of lust for life, a lack of creativity, desire, ambition. You know, this is the creative power of desire in the upright. But maybe they kind of put a damper on your spirit to where you didn't want to create, you didn't want to, you know. Oh look, Ace of Pentacles. This was being held up right here. The money, stability, abundance, and prosperity. It can come in all forms, not just money. So this is like delays, setbacks, and missed opportunities. What's this Ace of Wands in reverse? And the Cups in the reverse. Yeah. There's like a family here that could be splitting up. You could also be mad about secrets that are coming out about this person's family, things that you may not have known. Okay, for some of you, this Empress in the reverse could be their ex or the past, their past rather. Mm. You know, I'm looking at the Queen of Swords. There could be something that you're realizing about a third party. It feels like one of those situations to where you and a person go on a break, right? And y'all agree that y'all gonna take time and space from each other. And while you two are on a break, you find out that they're trying to rekindle something with this Empress in the reverse. And it feels like they could have told you that that relationship was over with the Priest in the reverse. They were not getting back together, you know, whatever the case may be. They could have even had situations in court with this Empress in the reverse. And now, as you two are maybe thinking about rekindling things, they're like backing out now. Like, I don't think I want to do it. And you're like, okay, well, something is up. Because the Ten of Cups can talk about illusions too. What's the Ten of Cups reverse? And the Emperor and the Empress match the Ten of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this Nine of Cups is just talking about you needing to focus on making yourself happy. You needing to focus on what fulfills you emotionally. What's going to bring you abundance. Okay. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, King of Wands. This person has a bad habit of doing shit for attention. They just be doing shit for the plot. A King of Wands is very attractive. Okay, they could also be very warm-hearted, but I'm getting like this person is a player. What else with this Ten of Cups in reverse? And it feels like they put you in a third-party situation, and you could be just now realizing it. Yeah, Seven of Wands, Leo energy, exposure, but also this could. The Seven of Wands talks about how you overcome challenges and obstacles. There's a need for you to focus on yourself, your happiness, what fulfills you. Give me more on this Queen of Wands. For some of you, you could feel like you were maybe supposed to have a child with this person, or you wanted to have a child, or it was challenging to have one. Yeah, the shadow side in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, there's definitely an illusion here. I feel like as time went on, you started to see how much this person didn't treat you like you were important to them. Yeah, look, there's a lot of introspection and reflecting going on. I just heard hindsight is 2020. You see things a lot clearer now. Scorpio Venus with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Either somebody treated you like you were an option, or you reclaiming your power with this Queen of Wands is going to shift energy to where this person is no longer an option. Because, yeah, look, King of Cups in reverse, because they were emotional. It feels like this person was emotionally manipulative. What's the shadows card in reverse? There's a blockage here being removed, though. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. It's fear. I feel like you had a fear of walking away from this because you didn't know what to expect, what would come next. But now you see the bigger picture of the situation. You're just ready for something to be over. Honestly, I feel like once you get in the energy of, you know, a daily routine and regimen that is your new normal, you're going to have like this sigh of relief, or it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. Like, I'm so glad I walked away from that. I'm so glad I'm no longer in, you know, this heavy dark cloud. And maybe for some of you, it was like you didn't want to be single, and now that you're single, because the Queen of Wands can be a single woman, but that's what I'm getting anyway. Now that you're single, it's like, I'm actually fine. I'm actually okay. I got my space back. You know, I can breathe and do me. Like, this person could have been blocking your creativity in a sense. Maybe you had to. Capricorn is time, because that's Saturn. And maybe you had to give more time to this person or this connection in the relationship, and they weren't making time for you. Maybe that you didn't have a lot of time to give, and they would complain. But it's like, okay, I'm out here hustling. I got goals, dreams, ambitions. What are you doing with your time? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. How are you distributing your energy? It feels like this person would have rather run the block, run the streets, or whatever. Maybe they're older than you. I don't know. They could also have run-ins with the law, with this Justice card in their reverse. Whoever this Empress is in the reverse, I feel like you could have taken this person to court too. This could be somebody that wanted money though. Because I'm really getting two different energies off this Empress in the reverse. I'm getting you and another person. Mm. It just feels like this person left you with financial responsibilities and obligations that y'all agreed to work together, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's like, yeah, King of Pentacles reverse, Four of Swords. Four of Pentacles reverse. And they're not holding up their end of the bargain or their end of the deal or whatever. And you're like, okay, what do I do next? And maybe you were confused with the Seven of Cups, which direction you should go in. You know, I mean, not the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands. But I feel like you're getting to the point where, like, you're just ready to walk away from something. It no longer serves you, or this is what you did. Okay, but I feel like it is challenging for you to get over this. You could have had a family with this person. What's Karma in the reverse? Or the Judgment card? But it's really given with this Queen of Swords. You're realizing that they were still connecting, or in some form and fashion still relating with this Empress in the reverse. And this could be why y'all were going through divorce, or they could have avoided a contract, or you did. So the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, there could be fights and arguments over money. What else? Ten of Pentacles reverse. And somebody's not being accountable for their end. Yeah, see, escapism. Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. It's like somebody's trying to run off and leave you with, yeah, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not trying to be a team player. It's like if we had a contract, we had an agreement. Word is bond. Matter of fact, if it's on paper, take him to court. What's the Ten of Pentacles reverse? The Star. Yep, I feel like it was fated to go this way. I'm getting somebody who is very creative, very spiritual, very innovative and inspirational. You're a star. Like, literally, that's what it say written in the stars. I feel like this is you going through a period of renewal. Some of you, you're the one that escaped. You're the one that got away from this Emperor. Justice in a reverse. I feel like with the Judgment card in reverse could be a lack of awareness. You may not realize that you're meant to break some sort of generational curse here with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, or rhythm. You're needing to do something different using your creative energy. The Star is Uranus. Okay, Aquarius energy. The Star is stepping into your purpose, your North Node, your destiny, finding your purpose. Okay. It's evolution and humanitarian energy. This could even be ascension or owning your stepping into your spiritual rulership. I definitely got a message for Pisces like this. I feel like it's time for the divine beings, the light workers, the star seeds, the angels, the earth angels to be front and center. And the star is using your gifts to bring about change, your natural talents, spiritual abilities to make change. That's the humanitarian energy. Honoring your inner God nature. What's the Star? And for some of you, you're trying to run away from this calling. Like, you're trying to run away from it, something you're meant to be doing. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. Maybe, okay, I feel like you don't have the support of your family or of your community, but you can't look for them to support you when they are existing within the rhythms that you're supposed to be freeing yourself from. Yeah, you're delaying your wheel, your clock of destiny, with the wheel in the reverse, the Tower in the reverse, and the King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this King of Wands could be your masculine side. Or maybe if you're a man, just you being forced into this timeline. And this is exactly why a relationship had to end, because once you reach a place of like fame, stardom, however you want to put it, there are certain energies who will just feed off of your light, feed off of your support. And they don't genuinely support you and uplift you. They would just be a hindrance, a blockage, a leech. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a relationship that can go with you. They didn't genuinely support you either with this Three of Pentacles, Justice in the reverse. It's like they wanted you to do all the work. They wanted you to take care of everything. Overextend yourself with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So now I'm seeing this High Priest and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse together. It's like you broke contract with this person by choosing not to give anymore. Because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be a selfish energy, but it's more so self-preservation. You feel me? Like it's a little different because she's usually generous, very resourceful and giving. She'll give you the shirt off of her back, but in the reverse, it's like I need to preserve my energy, my resources. Give it up for the Star. It's like you don't have the support of your family or your community for whatever this is that you want to do, but it's a part of your purpose. It's something that you're very gifted at too. Yeah, and the Eight of Wands is going to shift. It's going to change your life, like literally. You could even start to travel. Okay, Eight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. It talks about foreign travel, especially with the Star. Domestic too with the Four of Wands, but I'm getting travel, like around the globe with the Star. Long distance. For some of you, you're meant to leave that community anyway. I feel like you're being divinely called to. They can't support you where you are. They're not going to either. Yeah, Four of Pentacles reverse is like releasing what no longer serves you. Okay, and the Knight of Cups reverse is giving me people pleasing. Or releasing what no longer serves you because it's stopping you from following your heart. Yeah, the Temperance. Sagittarian energy again, aligning with your highest timeline. Or being in alignment, mind, body, and spirit. What else for the Four of Wands reverse? That's your card too, Aries, Venus. Sagittarian energy is about freedom, optimism. Okay, it's Jupiter energy. Luck, growth, expansion. Yeah, here's the Tower. Like I said, I knew I felt it. King of Cups in reverse. So whoever this is getting kicked out of your energy. Inevitably. This relationship ending feels like it was divinely guided and orchestrated. And maybe this will help you let it go. Yeah, Two of Swords, Strength card. Some of you didn't know how strong you were. So you probably held on to a connection that was not serving until Spirit had to intervene. Yeah, look, Chariot, so you can move forward. This is Spirit's, God's plan. That's why it's an unyielding force. That's why it's unstoppable. That's why it's swift moving energy. Divine timing is different from earthly timing. Time is really an illusion, but you know what I mean. It's different. The Chariot is also protection because the spirit on this vehicle wears armor. This is also overcoming challenges and obstacles. What's this Three of Cups? Yeah, whoever this is, they were just adding to your problems, adding to the burdens, adding to responsibilities that you already had, especially with this other feminine in their energy. Yeah, look, the Chariot, exactly. I feel like this is you needing to celebrate the fact that you're about to move out of this period of stagnancy and not grieving the loss of a relationship, or maybe for some of you it could be a job with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, because you're being divinely led now. The star is your highest timeline too. Inheritance of God or goddesshood as well. What's the Chariot? This is you awakening to your spiritual calling. If you haven't, you're about to. Yeah, Nine of Swords. That's anxiety. I get it. Because things are going to move swift. But I feel like you're heading towards enjoying the fruits of your labor. A celebratory time in your life with the Three of Cups. You could even start to meet other people with like-minded, that think like you or have the same ideas, goals, and dreams or aspirations as you. We got Cancer energy here twice. Cancer is about like family, the home, the mother. Feeling secure in how you feel. Being secure in how you feel. What else for the Chariot? Yeah, the Fool in the reverse. I feel like somebody here is afraid to take a leap of faith. Seven of Pentacles is like you're procrastinating on something, or you're just wasting time. Why's the Fool in the reverse? Fear here, paranoia, anxiety about moving forward. The Hermit. Yeah. It's like somebody here, they need a sign of your sign. Overthinking. With the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini, Jupiter. There's a need to shift your perception into a place of optimism. Because we only fear what we don't know or what we don't understand, right? But I feel like this is just requiring you to have faith in the Most High. Have faith in the Most High, because let's get a Sacred Spirit Oracle. Because where Spirit is taking you, I feel like with this Three of Cups here, it's going to be worth celebrating. Social media. You could have a social media presence. Or whenever you decide to create whatever this is, you will. Maybe you're like an influencer or something like that. Yeah, look, shaman and ancestors. I feel like they're speaking to you. What's the Death card reverse? Lilith. Autonomy and liberation is what I'm getting off of that. What else? So maybe somebody here could be like a model. Yoni. Maybe somebody here could be like a model. Or you have like a natural sex appeal to where your looks will take you to where you need to be, you want to be. The Queen of Wands is somebody that's very attractive. I'm getting something about your sexual energy though. Ascension. What else for the Queen of Swords? With this Ace of Wands in reverse, some of y'all could be sexually frustrated. You could be sexually frustrated, but your creative and your sexual energy are one and the same. Okay. Incubus, succubus. 888, scorpionic energy. That's a guide who carries your prayers to Metatron. I forget how to pronounce his name. Sandalafin. Yeah, Dharma. And prophetic dreams. I feel like this is your crown chakra about to open. Even with this Queen of Swords, you could be heavily like in your thoughts. Your dream state could be active right now, but I feel like there's messages here from your ancestors or your guides. This card says music, prayer, poetry. Your prayers are being heard and answered now or soon. I feel like this incubus, succubus energy, you could have had somebody who was draining your energy because while they were sexually, attracted to you, they probably didn't feed your spirit, your soul, the way it needed to be. Okay. And maybe you were praying for this person to change, and spirit is like, we're just going to move them out of your way. What's this Queen of Wands? Somebody could have treated you guys' connection in a very sexual manner. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, ground your energy in the reverse. Cancer North in the reverse. There could be a mother wound that somebody has to heal. Or this could be something about you becoming a mother. You could need to focus more on grounding your energy. Spend time in nature. You could even do sound therapy or, red for the root chakra. Color therapy. More spiritual baths. You could need to cleanse. You have to release something. Ooh, entity or demonic being. Deal with the devil. Yeah, I don't know if you had like an incubus or a succubus or just a parasitic type relationship. And you're needing to cleanse and cord cut of this person. The King of Cups in reverse. Who's this? It can be hard to break these type of soul contracts. It definitely can. Especially if they're a soulmate in the reverse. They were a karmic soulmate. Yeah, and then we have Aphrodite here. Love, beauty, fertility, and pleasure. You could be somebody that's very beautiful. Confirmation. Very attractive. And I feel like your looks will take you far. I know that sounds shallow. But you could just, maybe you're like a model or an influencer, a beauty influencer or something. And you're like running from your calling. Even if it's just you attracting a lot of people with this star energy that would support business or your craft or whatever it is. Maybe this talk about you just having a beautiful spirit that people are naturally very drawn to, and you'll have the support or the clientele that you want or need. How it's out. Let's get a sacred spirit oracle. But yeah, I feel like that relationship that you were in was draining the fuck out of your energy. Like really bad, real bad. And spirit kicked this person out of your energy so you could shine. You could walk the path that you were meant to. As the star, without somebody needing you or asking you to drag their baggage. Celestial gatekeeper. Timing is cool. Okay. Birds are messengers, and we have 7 here. 7 is a divine number. Okay, and it is cycles. Cycles, divine cycles are 7 years. Yeah, divine cycles are 7 years. So there could be a 7-year cycle coming to a close. Think about what you were doing 7 years ago this time. We are about to have a big planetary alignment on February 28th. There's also going to be a trine in Aquarius. That's the star energy. Uranus, change, innovation, okay, healing, evolution, humanitarian energy. purification. The star is perfection. Or man, because like when you fall to the flesh, you forget your purpose. You forget your soul mission, your destiny. But once you ascend and reawaken, right, and you tap back into your inner God nature, this is where you're remembering, because it can talk about your consciousness out of your crown chakra or your soul star chakra, connecting with your astral or your ethereal bodies. This is star energy. Think about like baptism, you know. So let's read what this card says. Some of y'all could feel like real blood, because I'm a naturally very like bubbly and like silly person, but this energy just feels like you could be lacking inspiration and creativity, and you're like, get happy, boo boo, please, because I feel like somebody's whole life is about to change once they tap into the magic that you have within your hands. Okay, clear your focus. Timing is critical. The eagle is considered a sacred animal in many cultures. Unafraid of confrontation, eagles demonstrate resilience and unshakable confidence and courage, ensuring their presence is felt. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land below, demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. That's a chosen person. I don't really like to say that, but for lack of a better term, that is how people who carry this divine covering and protecting are. That's the energy that you naturally carry, you know. And it's intimidating, but people be knowing. Sometimes people will see you before you see them, and that's a dangerous place to be in. But Aquarius is also know your power. Okay, knowing your power. That's how you activate it, when you know it. Okay, flying between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gateways. Eagles have always been closely associated with God or the spiritual higher power. The Aztecs, Sumerians, Romans, Egyptians, and Native Americans all viewed the eagle as a sacred bird that empowered the people below them. Many ancient and modern cultures adopt the eagle as their spiritual icon. The freedom and wisdom these majestic birds represent are inspiring. These predatory birds rely upon their vision and ability to read wind currents to survive their natural habitats. The sacred relationship between the Mongols and the golden eagle signifies the power and the respect these beautiful eagles represent, and is considered more valuable than human relationships, as the Mongols depend upon them for their own survival in the Siberian wilderness. Right now, you require a clear focus of what is ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important not to rush. Think about the issue or circumstances carefully before you act. So this Ace of Wands reverse could also be frustration. Okay, feeling like you can't get to where you're trying to go, but you're holding on to something energetically that's creating a block. It's this relationship that you're ending or need to. Okay, so think about the issue or circumstances carefully before you act. Ensure you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure you have all the facts in front of you. So that's the Hermit right here, investigation. With the Fool in the reverse, that's exactly what that is. So I feel like this is in terms of the people that you may have been trying to take with you, or a person that you might be trying to take with you with the Three of Cups, friends or whatever. There could be some people you need to cut off that won't support you. Four of Wands reverse. Okay, eagles are deeply connected to the celestial realms, as are you. Be aware of the eagle's subtle messages, as they are encouraging you to raise and elevate your vibration to build a divine relationship, a celestial pathway with a higher source. Pay attention to dense or lower energies so you can learn how this interaction affects your personal energy. Exactly. So the shadow aspect is dismissive, disrespectful, and procrastinator. The sacred crystal is apophyllite. That's spelled APOPHYLLITE. So you could work with that crystal to help you. The angel assistance is Archangel Galgiel. This is for joy in elevating the consciousness. And that's spelled GALGALIEL. Okay. And your affirmation is, I resonate with divine order. My soul is activated to the highest vibration. Yeah, so I'm getting there's a divine being here who's being pushed out of this earthly rhythm into a more spiritual and divine rhythm where you're honoring the authority of your spirit being governed by your internal or the universal laws. And that could be what the shadow in the reverse card is. You overcoming these earthly challenges and influences. Even with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, when the material realm starts to fall, your creative energy starts to take precedent and you tap more into the spiritual side of yourself. Because like the more you have possessions and I don't know, watches, shoes, clothes, whatever the case may be, that's why Buddhas are like that. Practice Buddhism, is that how you say it? They have very little possessions, if any, because it keeps you earthbound. The more you have, it's all energy. The more you have, the more you're attached to, the more you carry when you move and things like that. Like the closer you are to earth in terms of your frequency and vibration. Okay. So this is the message. It's time to tap into your creativity because I feel like it's about to take you far. And timing is critical with this one. Okay, that's what this is saying. Something you're meant to do. There's a contract here for you. And it doesn't necessarily come out in this read, but see it written in the stars, signed, sealed, and delivered. Okay, this does say a deed too. Maybe some of you want to be homeowners. Maybe you'll be able to purchase the home that you want if you don't already have one. Because that's what a deed is. The mortgage is different, but yeah. 888 is the number of abundance. Prophetic dreams could just be you needing to, with the star energy, meditate more. Spend more time alone or in silence. Okay, or you could be having prophetic dreams right here with the Hermit. That's going to give you the answers that you need. Okay, Gemini energy. Being able to channel the energy from the spiritual realm into this physical. Mercury is communication. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams, your visions, your thoughts. All of that. That's this Aquarian energy too. That's the father energy. Okay, and its highest agenda, the air, its highest agenda is righteous, the righteous mindset and thinking. The Father Spirit speaks to you through your mind. So pay attention to how you think. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Aries. It's time to tap in. Okay. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I genuinely appreciate you being here. Okay, if I resonate with you, don't forget to like, share. If nothing else, leave me some comments. I love to chat with you all and hear your stories, okay, your testimonies. Wishing you a safe and seamless return back home to yourselves, and I'll call y'all later. Bye.